Welcome, Bears fans. Today's show. We're reviewing the Bears' victory over the Minnesota Vikings that took them to 7-3. And with a little help from our friends in Philly, we sit on top of the NFC North in sole first place position. But is this team for real? We're going to unpack all this and more right after this.
Never let it rain. Never let it rain. Good gets better. And you better get better. Anybody gets better. Three, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Everything Bears show. Your home for everything Bears. Thanks for showing up. Well, that's it. We beat the Vikings. Okay, we took care of their ass. Then the Philadelphia Eagles take care of their end of the alliance. Okay, we took care of their teams. They took care of our teams, and now we sit in first place in the North. What do you say?
I love it, baby. The Beagle Alliance is now complete. Now they get to go head-to-head on Black Friday, so can't wait for that matchup.
Yeah, wow.
But, the Bears set themselves up in pretty good shape for a potential playoff run here, huh?
Playoffs? Well, what's that stat? Where are we at?
64%, I think, going into it. I think it got adjusted by a few percent based off of other games. So the Bears are sitting 7-3, and they're 21% chance winner of the division right now, even though they're in first place.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they got to play the Packers twice, the Lions again.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
For sure. Schedule definitely gets a little bit rough from here on out. And we're going to find out. But first, before we get into all that, what a game. Did it not rhyme an awful lot with week one's matchup? So many similarities.
Only thing it didn't mirror was the score. Seriously. Holy cow. Let me ask you this before we get too far. 50 seconds left, 3 timeouts. The Bears are getting the ball back after going down. Were you nervous at that point?
No.
I wasn't either. Maybe I was still in shock for giving up the lead again at the end.
Right.
But at the same point in time, 3 timeouts, 50 seconds. In our chat group, I was even like, we need a big return here. Thankfully, from my phone to God's ears, our prayers were answered. So, thank you, Duvernay. I was about ready to talk shit about you because I thought our returner from last year was 10 times the returner that Duvernay was, but before I could, he shut me up. So good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, well, they did a good job blocking, and Richard Hightower at his presser said that really anybody could have ran that. So it was like,
what's that say?
Way to shit all over Duvernay, man. Like he did a good thing there. Blocking was set up really well, and a lot of the Vikings players got lost in the wash, and that's what broke that run wide open. Which, what a way! It's like they're doing it all different ways. Every time they're winning these games. Sometimes it's on Caleb. Sometimes it's the run game. Sometimes it's the special teams, and sometimes it's the noodle leg. And it's just like we're doing it all different ways. Can this be sustainable? I don't know. I don't know the answers to that. We can unpack all that, but what's important is we're 7-3, folks.
Right. People will say, well, they haven't played anybody. The combined record is like 20, 50, and 1. Well, guess what? You can't do anything but play the teams in front of you. And I'm sorry, in today's NFL, it's set up to be as close talent-wise as possible.
Right.
And whether you win by a point or if you win by 30 points, it doesn't change that W. Let's just be honest here, right? There are such thing as style points, and I'm sure if this team was blowing every team out by 30 points, we wouldn't be having this conversation on a 7-3 team.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and that's a win is a win is a win. Period.
Right? Like
Absolutely.
Dominic Toretto said, whether you win by an inch or a mile, a win's a win, right? Let's go. Family.
Family. No, but yeah, just a crazy game there. Because we talk about 9 for a second here. They need to bench 9. Okay, that's what Minnesota needs to do. They need to bench 9, sit them down until JJ McCarthy comes back. Okay. JJ can't control him. He doesn't know when the guy's going to come out. So if that's the case, we're going to sit your ass down. Okay. You're going to go to get some therapy. And when you finally get rid of 9, we'll put you back on the field. But
well, I think at this point, we got to be the biggest JJ McCarthy supporters out there, do we not? We already played him twice.
With that performance he put up, yeah, keep him in. That's your guy, Minnesota. Yeah. That's your guy.
Please.
I mean, dude, he couldn't complete a pass. Man, he was missing a lot of balls. And then Addison had a few
huge
drops. Yeah. And it's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Well, the Bears. I was going to say the Bears didn't want them to feel left out, So I think Minnesota had 6 drops in that one because I was looking this up because I was curious as well. Bears still had 3. Our guy that we pumped up last week, we put the freaking kibosh on him in Luther Burden. Oh, he catches everything. He does this and that. Drop. Son of a bitch. We jinxed him. We did it. Yeah. That's our fault.
We'll never say that again, Luther.
Old number 9 definitely made an appearance. Woo. Okay, so let's compare 9 and Caleb, right? Not, and of course we're looking through this with Bears color glasses. We know that, but still, Caleb's inaccurate. Well, okay, at least he's in the ballpark with some of these guys.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. At least Caleb's putting it on these guys that might be behind or a few inches too far ahead. He sails a few guys, but he doesn't.
Or coming in at 89 miles an hour.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. He's a Michigan kid. He didn't throw a lot in college.
Right.
The dude's a competitor. I'll give him that. But, and he missed all last year. So not that I want to stick up for another team's quarterback, especially in the division, but hey, you know what? We'll take it. It helped us out. So let's be honest.
For sure. And that is something to consider. It's kind of technically his rookie season.
Yeah.
Out there and with live bullets going on. He didn't get to do it last year. So this year, this is his rookie season. So you're going to have those struggles and those mistakes. And I know those 2 wide receivers have got to be livid.
Well, you started to see a few leaks in the dam, so to speak, with, I think JJ was caught speaking up a little bit. So Listen, man, we knew what was coming. He was doing pretty good, and JJ didn't have the best game either. Jefferson,
Mm-mm.
we'll just refer to McCarthy as 9 on this one, so we can use JJ for Jefferson here. But
Since he is the
yeah,
more prominent JJ.
he didn't have the best game either. And if you were to tell the Bears, their 2 stat lines going into the game, especially after we saw what happened in that Bengals game, I think everybody would have signed up for their stat lines. And they controlled them in week 1 too. The defense went absent in week 1.
Yeah.
And I'm not even really going to say the defense went absent in this game. I thought they played their freaking tails off.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better games by the defense just in general. Pass rush is still a huge issue. And that was abysmal. But, we'll start digging a little bit deeper into it and kind of looking at.
They still got
stuff.
turnovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Yeah. Nashawn Wright, Byard. Any fumbles in that game? I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was.
Yeah, I think JJ got cracked and fumbled.
You might be right. Yeah. So, absolutely fumbles. No fumbles.
Oh.
Wait.
Could have sworn JJ got smacked and he dropped the ball.
Let's see. Yeah. Stevenson had a forced fumble.
Yeah.
And then Byard and Wright for the picks. Let's see. Trying to see if I can figure out. No, I don't have it handy who fumbled. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it was 9. Mm-hmm. So
I think 9 got smacked and the ball came out.
Yeah. But yeah, so talking about week 1, right? Let's talk about the specials a little bit. Because they were both special and they were awesome at the same time, right? Kickoff coverage, a little bit better. I think that went okay. But again, like week 1, you're up 16-10 at that point, can go up 19-10, 2 scores. And we trot out old Noodle Leg. What does he do? He doesn't disappoint. That's for sure. Hooks it. Man, dude. And right then and there, I was like, well, we're coming back in this one. We're going to have to come back. Yeah. The same freaking thing, man. Had him on the ropes. Foot getting ready to come down on the neck. And then our kicker decides to push that guy over. Right? No foot on the neck. And then away we go. And I'm like,
yeah.
Like,
here we go.
We knew it. At that point, I'm like, this is a freaking mirror of week 1. Like, this is exactly what happened. That field goal there puts you up 2 scores. It pretty much ices it. Though maybe we should be thankful that he missed that field goal because then we didn't have to try to defend an onside kick again. I don't know. Right? So would you rather have it in Caleb's hands or our hands team?
Caleb.
That's the
we'll
question.
Stick with Caleb. Yeah.
Captain Clutch here. The Iceman.
The Iceman becometh.
Yeah. So maybe in hindsight, that was a blessing in disguise. I don't know. But we won. So that I do know.
That much we can be sure.
Yes. That W is in the books and has not been erased.
Yeah, that was something, man. A little bit of a roller coaster game. I don't know if I can keep taking this. Okay, I already suffer from high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, and all during the week as everybody else is, all the other content creators are going live and with their shows and this, that, and the other. All I kept texting in people's chats were good, better, best.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pain in my chest. I ripped off my Bears jersey and in the end had to redress.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's stay on the Bears offense here. Okay. Go from the special teams to the offense. As I was doing my homework, how often do you think Minnesota blitzed Caleb Williams? What percentage of plays?
Okay, so I've heard two different numbers.
Okay.
I've heard like 66, 67%. And then today I heard 80.
Okay. So I also heard the 66, 67%. So 2/3 of the time Flores was sending somebody some type of blitz. Now,
Yeah.
a couple, I think the discrepancy there is some sites decipher blitzes a little bit different. And I think that's where the discrepancy is. But let's give it a nice even round number somewhere in the middle,
And somewhere in the
70%,
middle. Sure.
right?
That's a lot of blitzing.
Yeah, like by far the heaviest blitz game. And Caleb,
So I heard that as well, that
Mhm.
by Flores' standards, he blitzed a lot
Yeah,
that game.
and
So he
he's the number
really
one
wanted to.
blitzing defense there. So yeah, so they wanted to come after him, and I tell you what, man, the kid stood tall in the pocket and freaking delivered, didn't he?
Yeah.
No punch drunk syndrome from season one.
No.
And by what we're used to, I don't think our offensive line had as good of a game as previous weeks in pass pro. It
Right.
wasn't just Theo that had issues. We were
Darnell.
kind of leaky all over. And
Yeah, Darnell
Darnell.
struggled a little bit.
But I mean, the stats for Caleb, though 11 for 21 against the Blitz for 121 yards. You know, how many times did he escape and run during that time as well?
It seemed all game. I mean, the kid, his pocket presence is it's uncanny. Like
Yeah.
I can't even put a word to it that it's like superhuman. It's a superpower is his
Right.
pocket presence. He could feel it, or I think he might have described it like color flash. So whatever he sees, he feels it, and then the spinning, the little juke move that he does, he fakes to go up in the pocket, but actually comes back and spins around. And dude, it's amazing, and I could be comfortable watching this for the next 10 years.
Oh, absolutely, right? So he threw for a total of 193 yards, 121 of them against the Blitz. So by far the majority of his yards. You know, the only thing that drives me crazy, especially as an offensive lineman, that he does is when he escapes, he likes to get outside of the tackle right away.
Yeah.
And he invites the rusher there, where if he steps up inside the tackle and just runs,
Yeah.
that's the one criticism that I have of him dancing around back there. That's it right there. Because I think he gets himself into trouble once he wants to flush all the way out.
Right.
Even though he could step up just inside the tackle and get 4 or 5 yards most of the time.
Yeah. So he makes the tackle's job harder.
Yeah.
And also probably couldn't invite some unwanted holding penalties because as he's coming out and the tackle's engaged, and God forbid if he's gripping and that defensive end tries to go and he does the whole
throwing the hands up.
Yeah. And they'll get called on. Yeah. I see that.
Well, he also got smoked on one of those plays too, where he was standing out there. He's by the sideline, nowhere to go. He's throwing it away kind of nonchalantly. And the D end or D tackle at that point had the step and a half, and he got smoked. Like just pushed right up into the chest, went flying backwards. He's kind of looking up like, damn, I should have thrown that a half second earlier.
Yeah. Well, he did admit that in some of his press conference this week, where he said, like, sometimes I kind of just need to step up, throw a good ball to my guy and just take the hit, take the shot.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, that's about
fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he's just so damn good on the run, especially to his right,
Yeah,
throwing darts and BBs and everything else. Left, he could still do it, not quite as strong, but man, the kid's got arm for days. Like he could throw any platform, no matter where his feet are, hips, shoulders pointing the wrong way. Doesn't
right.
matter, man. He can really get it out there. So
Yeah, he absolutely can. I just, when you see these plays, right, you just are constantly, as Bears fans, we're like, okay, when this offense finally hits on all cylinders, and then
mhm.
you kind of pepper in those little evasions and throwing on the runs, it's game over, folks. It's
Yeah.
game over. It's totally game over. So we're kind of just waiting, and I'm in no rush. We're happy to be sitting 7-3 on top of the NFC North, but I have to tell you, I did not go into this season with that expectation
No.
at all. I was like, no, we're not making the playoffs. I don't care about the playoffs. I just
Mhm.
want us to do better than last year, and I want to see Caleb get this offense and grow. But we're
Yeah.
getting all of that at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
It seems like the quote unquote rebuild or whatever might be a year ahead of schedule. Um,
yeah.
and shame on us for being doubting Thomases, I guess.
Well, comes with the
I
territory.
right. Yeah. Cautiously optimistic, as we might call it as Bear fans here. But we'll see where it ends up. I think a lot of us had him best case scenario winning 7 or 8 games for the year, and that was us being really generous, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, to all you assholes who think that they're only going to end up with 7 or 8 wins, screw you, I guess. But I think they'll get a few more than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I guess that's why we're on this show right now, to kind of start stating our case on why we think they can win more than 8 games at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, so there's a ton of different arguments and angles you can take at jabbing at the Bears, and they're 7-3, and are they for real or aren't they for real? And they haven't played anybody. And
Mhm.
however, there are also rebuttals back to that as well. And obviously, one of the first things is what you said it earlier. Look, you can only play who's on the schedule. Okay, so
Right.
sorry, but I'm not going to apologize for winning, because winning in the
Mhm.
NFL is already hard enough to do. But you're going to gripe and nitpick about like how they won.
Right.
When, as Bears fans for decades, we were since Lovie Smith, we've become so accustomed to finding fun and curious ways to lose games. Just the stupidest way you can lose a game. The Bears would figure it out. They could
Right.
have the game in their clutches, the victory in their clutches, and just fuck it up,
Mhm.
just totally screw it up, and yeah, here we go. Bears are barren right now. And then that was just the
Yeah.
norm. And it's kind of like, well, now we're seeing like the opposite. Now they're finding ways to win. Smart clock management and timely timeouts, and the Ben Johnson effect has really affected the locker room and the belief in all the guys, and now they're finding ways to win. And so if you're kind of figuring that out now, when your offense isn't fully matured yet and your defense is decimated by injury, and
Mhm.
you're finding ways to win, just wait till the cavalry shows up.
Right.
Just wait.
And we're getting healthy on defense too. Now,
Yeah,
do I think when everybody's back, we're going to show shades of a top 5 defense? No, I'm not going to
no,
sit here and try to tell you that.
right.
But do I think they could be a top 15 defense? I do. Jalen Johnson, he's pretty freaking good,
Yeah.
right?
I know Kyler Gordon comes back
Debatable
too.
top 3 corner in the league.
Yep.
Kyler Gordon, top 3 nickel in the league. We haven't had our full complement of linebackers, all but 2 games, I think.
Right. Right.
Um, yeah,
We
man.
haven't had I don't think we haven't had the full ensemble
No,
ever this
for
season.
1 game this season.
All starters
Right.
on defense, we haven't had one game.
It kind of reminds me of a team that we watched last year that was kind of going through this, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Tell me
a
more.
team that scored high,
Hmm.
defense was decimated towards the end of the season, which, by the way, the Bears are getting healthier towards the end of the season.
Right.
Um, Ben Johnson was a part of that team, as a matter of fact. It
Ben
kind of
Johnson was
reminds,
part of
yeah,
said team. Okay.
yeah, kind of reminds me of the Lions a little bit, but we're in a lot better shape.
Huh.
And and now we have Ben Johnson. So
That's right.
hey,
He's ours now.
yeah, I'm
He's
feeling
ours.
good about this. Feeling pretty good.
That is funny though, right? That
Yeah,
does really mirror that.
it does, yeah.
Because
And
Detroit last year was, their defense was decimated,
yeah,
but
they
that
were
offense,
signing dudes off of the street last year and be like,
yeah.
oh, by the way, you're starting. You're a
And
starting cornerback this week.
and remind me, how far did they make it last year?
Didn't they get bounced in their first game? I think they lost to the Commanders, and then the Commanders beat them to go to the championship game
Ah,
against the Eagles.
hmm. Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
do what you will with that information. Do what
Yeah,
you will.
unpack it however you want, store it up here, chew on it for a little bit, to digest it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just, I don't know nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're good. I feel good. Mhm.
So a little bit more of a case to let's keep building this case for the Bears and their 7-3.
Okay. So we
So
talked about the injuries and the defense.
yeah.
Where do you want to go next? There's a couple things on this team that carry well into the playoffs.
Let's talk about time of possession.
I think that's a great place to start. So what was the time of possession last week? I think the
Ooh,
Bears roughly 66% of the time to 33. I
yeah.
know going into half they were dominating. Um, for time of possession, I what a coincidence. I actually have this pulled up where they are.
What? Get the
Weird,
hell out
right?
of town.
Yeah. So
This
in
is
this season, I mean, the producers are working overtime for me here. Thank
hey,
goodness.
they're not cheap.
No, they aren't. 31 minutes and 43 seconds per game that they average, which want to take a guess where that would rank them in the league for the year?
Oh, yeah, I have no idea. Do tell.
Fifth. That's pretty
Fifth.
good. So would you say time of possession is one of those important stats that don't show up on the stat sheets?
It doesn't. Nobody's unless you're really digging and getting in the weeds. Are you
Mhm.
looking at? I want to know what time of possession.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's not one of those sparkly, shiny stats.
right.
Time of possession, but very important, and especially when you start talking playoffs, like
Right.
time of possession matters. Oh yeah,
Very important, right? Let's dominate the time of possession, which I think kind of leads us into the next category, right?
which is
The run game,
rushing offense,
rushing offense.
second in the league.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does a running game traditionally travel?
It travels.
It
It
does.
does.
It
Yeah.
does.
And it also
Whether
travels in inclement weather
that is also, I would agree with you on
and
that.
in cold months because I
Mhm.
think the rest of our games, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, the rest of our games this season are all outside.
Where the Lions, I think, are the opposite, right? They're like inside
All
for the
indoor.
rest of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
luckies. They get to stay nice
Yeah.
and climate controlled. We're
Nice
going to
and
be out there freezing
toasty.
our asses off,
Yeah.
pounding that rock,
Mhm.
pounding the rock.
So let's talk about ground and pound a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
We seems like Swift is pretty healthy. Manungai Still looking good. What were their splits this week for carries?
I love ground.
Swift, 21 carries for 90 yards, averaging 4.3. Manungai, 12 carries, 23 yards. So kind of ouch on that with a long of 9. So he must have really been a short yardage back. They ran him a couple times down by the goal line where he got the touchdown.
Which was
But
beautifully blocked. I don't know if
yes,
anybody saw the tape of that play. That was beautifully blocked. This
yes.
offensive line is really gelling and kicking ass in the run
Mhm.
game. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, overall, with Caleb's rushing stats in there, 39 carries for 140 yards. DJ Moore had a token one in there that we all remember, the Travis Homer carry. What the hell was that play call? But
Oh my God.
very seldomly do I sit back and say, what the hell were we thinking? Because
Yeah.
wasn't that on 3rd and 1?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think it was, yeah. And
Yeah.
we didn't run it from under center, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Like
So weird play call, but then even the ref was looking right at the face
the
mask.
face masking. I was debating if I even wanted to bring that up, but it was so egregious. I guess we have to at this point.
It was so egregious that I tweeted Kash Patel, director of the FBI, on a tweet and said, "You need to investigate NFL refs. They see penalties like you see Epstein files. They don't
They're
exist. They don't.
right.
It's not a thing." Yeah. So
Get the same people that
agreed.
investigated Chauncey Billups, huh? Let's go.
Yeah,
They
that's a
got
different.
nothing to do. They wrapped that case up. Let's go. Put them on the NFL refs for point shaving, right? Let's
Yeah,
do it. Once you let Vegas in, it all goes to hell, right?
yeah. All
So,
these gambling sites and apps, and it's just like,
mhm.
oh no, not my NFL. I love my NFL, but if it's
Right.
in baseball and it's in basketball, unfortunately, folks, it's most likely in NFL. But how do you not see that face mask? That's the point of what we're saying.
Right. Let's get back to the root
Yeah.
cause here.
Or get this thing off the rails here.
Yeah. Before we start busting out our tinfoil hats and getting arrested by people for uncovering conspiracy theories.
Seriously.
If we disappear, come find us, please.
Mhm.
So let's take a look at the year stats. I happen to have those up here as well. Swift, 134 carries, 634 yards.
Mm.
You think he's going to hit 1,000 this year?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
If
think
barring
so.
health. But
Yeah.
yeah, I see him hitting 1,000.
Well, he even missed a game, and if he hits 1,000, man, like I think it would be really tough for Manungai to hit 1,000, especially if Swift is healthy.
Yeah. But if he can hit 600 or 700,
Yeah.
that'd be all right.
700, I think, would be a good mark for him
Mhm.
between the two backs, 1,800 yards.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I would take that all day long for sure.
Yep.
Caleb, third on there, 52 rushes. DJ Moore's got 13 carries. So, yeah. That's the bulk of the rushing right there. And the TDs between the top three are pretty evenly spread. 4 for Swift, 3 for Williams and Manungai. I think the threat of Williams with his legs will continue to stress defenses. I mean, the kid's complete package right now, right?
Yes.
There's still a few throws, and if you believe in the advanced analytics with adjusted completion percentage, unfortunately, right now the Bears are third in the league with drops with 18.
Yeah, I heard that this
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you, Rome, and Rome's dad.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
You did this, James Odunze. You did this.
This is on you, pal.
That's on you. Yeah.
Better fix it. Better fix it.
Right.
And bust out the belt or whatever you got to do to get these kids back in shape these days. I don't know.
That or, I mean, and I'm sure Antoine Randall L, but I'm like, turn up the speed a little bit on the jugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just turn it up. because
Put it on the
Fletcher,
Caleb setting. Don't
on
get
the
it off the
Caleb
Bajan setting and put it on the Caleb setting.
I, I'm sure he's already hounded those guys. You can only do
Yeah.
so much. But seriously, guys, start catching the damn ball.
Yeah, please. Come on, man. We got what? Freaking 7 games to get out of the top of the league in drops. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, man. Catch the damn ball.
Do you have any current ranking of where we're at on yards per game? Because that's another important one that kind of shows that maybe we're not phonies at 7-3.
Not current, but I have the stuff from last week where we're at.
Yeah.
I haven't quite gone through and did all the homework on the other stuff, but yards
Well,
per
shoot,
game.
I have it too. We can put it up.
Yeah. You throw up the old tail of the tape, you betcha, from last
Yeah.
week. What, 380? Let's take some rounding liberties here. So
Yeah, yards
that's
per
pretty
game.
good.
Yeah, 380, third in the league.
Yeah.
Third in the league in yards per game. That's again, that all equates to you're talking about third down efficiencies, getting first downs, moving especially with the rushing yards being second in the league. Time of possession, and again, and just the yardage we're moving the ball successfully. This isn't a fluke.
Yeah.
That we're 7-3. We've played, again, not the best teams in the league, but again, any Sunday's a tough win. I don't care who you are. Look at the Chiefs. Yeah.
Oh, right. Hey, they're in trouble, man.
I know.
I didn't think I would say that, but would you say that the Bears had their best offensive game against the Vikings?
No.
Right. Immediately, we're like, yeah, that game was not good, but
no.
They still had over 300 total yards in that game.
Really?
330, roughly 333. I think if
Total
my
yards.
rough math is correct.
Yeah.
So on a game that we don't think, or from just the eyeball test that we thought was bad, they still had over 300 yards a game. I can't help but think that if we were in the Justin Fields days, we would be staring at a number slightly over 100 yards.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Right?
57
I remember
yards
some games
passing.
of total offense, 200-something yards. I'm like, what the frick?
So to us now, as spoiled Bears fans, 330 yards is like that game wasn't that great. Okay. Great. Right? 300 plus yards.
Not good enough, you say.
Yeah. We were freaking 50 yards off of our average. How dare we, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's a hard line to dance around, because are we spoiled already? There's no way we're spoiled already. I'm still in disbelief we're 7-3 with those offensive rankings that we have. I haven't fully digested this yet. That's a big meal to digest.
Mm-hmm.
And, and it's only going to get better because I guess we could use the Minnesota game. The offense kind of, despite having over 300 yards of offense, looked still clunky.
Yeah.
Which is saying something, because, again, when we're hitting on all cylinders, this shit could get scary.
Right. And I think if we saw an offensive output of 330 yards last year during any game, and off the top of my head, I think maybe the only game we might have eclipsed that was the Jaguars. I think we'd be all in. Yeah. Where they just went up and down the field how many times? Where they had the tea party. Yeah, I bet you if we were to go back to last season, and maybe I'll have to have this ready for the weekend on how many times we eclipsed 330 yards last year, I'd be shocked if it's more than 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 if we want to be optimistic that they eclipse that in all their wins. But
I'll ask Google right now.
Well, who wants to wait till Sunday, right? We're in the instant age era right now. We don't wait for anything.
No,
I don't even want to wait for the drive-through people to get my food ready. I ordered ahead of time so that they can bring it right out.
I use the mobile app, so it's ready for
Yes.
me for pickup.
That and they keep asking me, "Did you order through our app?" And I'm like, "Do I have to?" I mean, I will, but the only thing that does, though, if I order ahead of time through the mobile app and my order's not ready by the time I get there, I get double pissed. Like, what the hell? Why the hell did I order early?
Then why did I even do this? Right.
Yeah, same thing. Like, if I order a freaking pizza from a joint and they're like, okay, it'll be ready in 30 minutes, and I get there and they're like, well, it's still going to be 25 minutes. Why the hell did I order early? Right? I'd been better off just coming here and ordering with you and waiting my 30 minutes. Then I wouldn't be as pissed. Yeah, that's my guy. He's behind me. He must know what I'm talking about.
He gets it.
He gets it.
He
Yeah.
knows. How's it going, Christopher? What's up, man? All right. So last season, the Bears had over 300 total yards in offense 5 times.
I freaking knew it. And that's not even 330. I was right. 5 times.
Yeah. So the Lions, the first time they played the Lions. Oh, this is fishy. Okay, so the first time they played the Lions, 334 yards.
Okay.
The second game was against the Panthers, 338.
Okay.
Then against the Commanders, they had 317.
Mm-hmm. Last minute loss.
Yeah, that was the
karma game. Yep. I think every time those two teams play now, that will be called the Karma Bowl, because whoever loses that game just seems to go downhill.
Yeah, buddy. We were like, hot potato. It's yours, Washington, this year.
Yeah. I crown you
again,
crap.
We played the Lions a second time and got 334 yards again. That was the yards we got the first time we played them, 334.
Google might be lying, huh?
Google could be lying.
Right.
But then last against the Bucks, we had 305. So nothing over 338 yards. And now we're averaging 380. Maybe adjusted because of the game we just had, but
and 330 looks clunky to us.
So okay, back to your point, right? That's why we did all this. Back to your point was like, right. And we're bitching and moaning. Not us. Wait, hold on. Not us. Let's be fair. It's not you and me. It's national pundits and maybe some disgruntled Justin lovers who are still hanging around Bears chat rooms to bitch about Caleb.
Or the Bajent honks out there. Listen, guys, I love Bajent as much as the next Bears fan on here, but he's no Caleb Williams. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah. No. Bajent didn't win a Heisman, okay?
No.
I know he went to Shepherd. I get it. So he didn't have the exposure. He did have some records.
Mm-hmm. I think he set a bunch of D3, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, of course you love Williams, man. He's an OU guy. We all know that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So he still cries himself to sleep from night to night, knowing that Williams just ditched his beloved OU. So
he's no Baker. Wow.
You're right. Baker. Yeah. I do too. I love his enthusiasm, but he's right. He is no Baker. He's going to be with the Bears for his whole career. He's not going to have to bounce around 4 teams until he finds a home. So,
and I actually think maybe when it's all said and done, he's going to have a better career than Baker. Hot take.
Yeah, hot take. Mark that down.
Bold prediction.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, kind of sticking on that Baker theme. Thanks for the tangent there, Chris. But how bad does Cleveland feel right now? Where they're like, what did we do? How did we screw this up again? Because they let go of Baker to bring Deshaun in, did they not?
Yep.
The old rub and tug.
They couldn't. They couldn't have made the old rub and tug. They couldn't have done that deal fast enough. And I tell
I
you
know.
what, I thought our organization was fucked up and quarterback purgatory, quarterback limbo. We
Yeah.
ain't got shit. And like that whole draft, we drafted Mitch. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Yeah,
Yeah.
you Deshaun Watson right there.
Hmm.
Or even Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But nobody really, but Deshaun Watson. Nope. Bears draft Mitchell Trubisky. And I'm like, fucking son of
Number
a
2.
what?
After San Francisco fleeced them out of that pick and traded up with them
Yeah.
and traded up for
Yeah.
we gotta stop bringing up old stuff, man. It's just it hurts my heart, but we're in the right direction now, baby. We got
We got it figured out
yeah,
finally. But what I'm saying is like, thank God the Bears organization dodged that bullet.
yeah.
I didn't want Mr. Rub and Tug because
No.
that's all we needed as Bears fans. Is please can we just not have the serial groper? What do we say?
Though at this point, I'd take the rub and tug kicker out of Baltimore. Old Tucker.
Is that what happened to Tucker?
Yeah, he
That's what
got
him too.
yeah. Like,
That's
come
why
on,
he's no
man.
longer in the league, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was suspended for I think the first 7 or 8 games, and he finally is eligible. So like teams are able to pick him up, and nobody's touched him with a 10-foot pole.
It's too bad because
So
that guy could boot 70-yarders.
yeah, I mean the last few years before last year I think they benched him as a matter of fact. So he was starting to Father Time was starting to catch up with them, but which is probably why he hasn't been signed. But speaking of kickers, I mean, we got to stay in our own camp with that. Did you see that somebody
Sad day.
came and poached Jake Moody?
Commanders.
Yeah.
Commanders picked up Moody. And I was like, no.
Yeah, that means we're stuck with old Noodle Leg for sure. Now we
Yeah,
can't hope for injury.
I was like, please, I just take Cairo.
Mhm.
Commanders, take Cairo. Take him. You could have him.
Just give us a 7th, maybe a 6th, right?
Yeah.
He's so accurate from 50 in because they don't let him kick 50 plus anymore.
I'll sweeten the deal. Just give me a bag of Doritos.
Yeah,
You can have them.
but
We're
make
gonna
it
keep
Cool
Moody.
Ranch. Yeah,
I mean, like, well, good for the kid though, I'll say, right? Because he's on our practice squad. Now he's gonna go make some money.
yeah.
Go on with your bad self. Shout out to Moody, man. You serviced us well. You got us a win.
Mhm.
Super clutch kick, man. God bless. Godspeed. Go on.
If he gets released, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him back in Bears camp. With the potential to compete for a job, right? I would love for the Bears to bring somebody in. At this point, I don't think you do it unless Cairo gets hurt. But you bring somebody in, let them compete for the job, and see where it lies. We got to have a kicker that could kick 50 plus. That's an NFL must now, especially with the field position game. And we've talked about this topic in great length. You only need 40, not even 40 yards. You only need 30 yards to get in most field goal kickers' field goal range these days. So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Brandon Aubrey down in Detroit, definitely best kicker. And he came from the UFL. So,
Yeah,
that's
so
where
you
they got
talked
him.
about that. You talked about
Yeah.
that on a previous show about we should just
Mhm.
do that.
Yeah. Go take the best kicker out of that league. I'm good with that. I mean, there's a couple of them. The kid in Detroit, the same thing. He came out of that league as well, and
Yeah.
he's booming them from all over the place. So they're there. A lot of these kickers, great. Cut your teeth in that league. Come to the NFL, play 34 games a year. Doesn't matter. You're a freaking kicker,
Right.
right? So,
Yeah.
what's your leg gonna fall off? I doubt it.
Yeah. There is Adam Hogue makes an argument for Cairo because of his accuracy. I think he's like I can't recall stats. I might have to Google them because he is I think he's missed. It's not a lot. I need to look it up.
It may not be a lot while you're typing away here. It may not be a lot, but think about some of these kicks the dude has missed.
I know. Right.
It's
They're
2
head
against the
scratchers.
Vikings this year that could have put the game away. It's the block kicks, and it's just these game potential. We could have swept the Packers last year if he was able to get a little bit of height on that ball. That's the things that just drive me absolutely nuts about this kicker. And anything over 50, I don't care what you say. Yes, has he made 50 plus yarders? Absolutely. Has he also been 5 yards short on a 54 yarder? Absolutely. You know, it's if you can't hit at least the length of a 55 to 58 yarder, I don't necessarily care about the accuracy, though vitally important. But if you can't even get it there, then you're hitting zero. That's kind of the boat that this guy's in. And at the same point in time, with as much as our special teams are struggling, I'm sure if we could, we would be booting it out of the end zone every time. Start them at the 35. It's better than the 45 for the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a big one too. We don't get those numbers. But yeah, dude can't kick it out of the back of the end zone, man. We can't use it, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a vital play that you run in the league.
Yeah.
And you can't do it. We're can't use it, man. I'm sorry. But so this has his past stats, but we're looking at 2025. He's 2 for 2, under 29 yards, 6 for 6, 30 to 39. 5 for 7, and that's that questionable range.
Right.
40 to 49. How are you shouldn't miss those, man. I'm sorry.
So you're telling me I'm no great mathematician here, but he's fucking 8 for 12 from 40 plus this year?
Yeah. So he's missed 4 up in that range. And 60 plus 0. He won't even attempt.
No. The last time he attempted that, he was still probably in his 20s. 2021. Get the hell out of here, man. Which he missed, by the way. Oh, zero field goals over 60. What?
Yeah,
That's weird.
He has attempted 2 in his whole career and missed them both.
85% field goal kicker. And if you look at it, those better numbers are way behind him right now. 3 years ago, he kicked 92 for the Bears. Whoop-de frickin' do. Welcome to 2025, right? Where you're kicking 80. Last year, oh yeah, he's so accurate, 84. That's not accurate. Come on, man. Hey.
Who's Tate Sandell? Is that a kicker?
Is he the kicker for Michigan? I should know this because Michigan has like one of the top kickers in the league. But yeah. So I'm guessing if he has these stats handy, he's probably the OU kicker.
Oh.
So, all right.
Yeah, look at
before I Google it. Yeah, what do you know? I knew it.
But you don't waste a draft pick on a kicker, do you?
No.
Unless he's that dude.
Should we pull a Raiders and draft the field goal kicker in the second round?
God, no.
The old
second round, that's what they did?
I would like to say it was second round for Janikowski. Let's bring up the
God.
old Google machine because it was ridiculously high. I thought the Bears drafting a punter in the 4th was a little bit of a reach, but
so Chris is saying, yeah, when he's that good. All right, so if he's that dude, you draft kind of like we did with Torrey Taylor, our punter in the 4th.
Yeah,
I was like, you drafted a punter in the 4th round? Are you fucking nuts?
If you're drafting a kicker in the 4th round, holy shit, I undersold Janikowski. He was picked number 17th.
Overall 17th. Yeah.
By the Raiders. Of course it was the Raiders.
But he was there for a
Yeah.
long time, yeah? He
Yeah.
kicked there for like 40 years.
Yeah, pretty much. And the dude was built like a linebacker, so you
Yeah,
had a
that
little
was the
bit of
dude,
depth
right?
at
That
that
dude was
position.
yoked.
Yeah. I don't know if he was yoked. He might have been more like egg yolked, a little bit
He
too
was
much.
he was country big.
Yeah. The boy was thick.
That boy was thick, boy.
So, if we're in a position where we can draft a kicker in the 3rd or 4th round, we're in a good spot as a
Yeah.
team. Okay.
That's like a luxury thing.
Yeah.
What you're insinuating.
That
Yeah.
means we have a left tackle, an edge rusher that
Edge
can actually
rusher.
get pressure, and a D tackle that can be disruptive too.
Yeah.
So, which if we
We-
have all those next year, maybe the year after we draft a kicker. I don't know.
I know. I'm with you. Like, bring
Yeah.
in some guys from
Mhm.
the other football league. Bring them
Yeah.
in and try them out. And please have them in a very fierce kicking competition with Cairo. I mean, really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really try put the flames to
Mhm.
Cairo, please.
Yeah. I would go out there and tell Caleb Williams, be like, listen, man, we're not going to play you that much for the preseason, but when you go out there, I don't want you to go past the 35, and we're going to let these kickers have a competition of 50 plus. So let's see what happens.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Why are the Bears taking a knee on the 35? They're practicing their 50 plus yarder field
They
goals.
got a guy.
Yeah, they
got a
got
guy.
that back there.
8 for 8
So-
over 50 yards.
Money, baby. Cash
points.
money. Yeah. So you're saying you think he'd be able to kick better than 84% in an NFL season? I'd be all for that. What year is he, Chris? Is he a senior? Is he coming out this year? He'll get picked up by somebody if he's that good. Will they draft him? I don't know. Maybe in the 7th. Would the Bears draft him? Yeah, okay. I would be shocked if they still. Well, they got 2 7th rounders, so maybe if he's there, maybe this is Paul's playing Chinese checkers again with us, huh? We'll start the speculated draft. He's setting it up for the kicker in the 7th.
Don't do that. Don't do that. This draft, we've got to go so defense.
Yeah.
And the next 2 drafts, because I don't think you're going to fix the holes that we have on this roster in one draft. It's not going to happen.
No. I think they took a big swing in free agency this past year, fixing both of the trenches. We've talked about this. Offensive side worked out great. Defense, not so much. I don't know if that's pigeonholed them a little bit for free agency defensive wise. The rumors are already out there. You already see it flying that the Bears are going to talk to the Browns about Myles Garrett in the offseason and yada, yada, yada. Unless that price tag comes down, there's no way at this point in time, even though Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the league, there's no way that where this team is where they're at right now, that they would give up more than one number 1 for Myles Garrett.
Now, I didn't pay attention to Grady Jarrett, but some people said that he had a pretty good game against Minnesota. So maybe we're seeing him get a good lather going.
Yeah.
Getting back into game condition. I know the guy's old, man. He's 32 years old.
Battling a knee all year. 4 pressures for Grady this past week.
4 pressures.
Okay. Yeah, interior pressures. I remember he graded high in the PFF grades. Booker still. I didn't think he had an awful game by any means.
Right.
He just didn't flash as much as he had in weeks past, but if you break down the tape, he still had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Tez had that big pass deflection, but outside of that, it was a typical sweat game. So,
Quiet.
yeah. And then
The silent assassin.
Yeah. Billings, Dexter, that whole rotation was non-existent either. Yeah, there's that second D tackle position, really both of them, if we're being honest with ourselves, there's just zero production on in that category right now. So
yeah, that is the biggest spot for the Bears right now. Is it's hard for me watching me go after, or watching me watching our pass rush and there not being any.
yeah,
You know, and just being like, dude, we have no pass rush. It just sucks.
Watching
we
the pass rush and there's nothing there to watch.
Yeah, we just have to blitz if we want to pressure opposing quarterback. So it's been pretty rough. Yeah,
Crosby.
Yeah,
good
that's
to
a good
see.
one.
You know what? I would love to talk a little bit of Max Crosby, especially in the offseason. I think he's getting to the point where he's pretty disgruntled in Vegas. I think, he was always towing that Raiders line. Oh, I want to be a Raiders. He was a big coach's guy. Who was their coach last year? Linebacker. Why is his name escaping me? Geez. But even with Pete Carroll, I don't think that relationship is there for Crosby. So that very well could be a target. Me personally, who would I rather have? I would be more than happy. Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
It just came to me. I was getting ready to Google it. But I would love to see him go after Crosby. High motor dude. That dude would just fit into Chicago. Like, he's a lunch pail guy. So I would love to see them go after him. Price tag's going to be a little bit higher on him because he's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
But
that's going to be the sting.
Yeah.
I would love to have Max Crosby. Like you said, he would fit in Chicago great. And I'd love to see him every Sunday too, because the guy's an absolute animal. That's going to come at a price. That's going to come with a price tag.
I think minimum 2 1s, maybe another higher draft pick in there as well. But sometimes desperate teams, that team is getting ready for a full-on rebuild. They've kind of been in rebuild mode for a while.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. They might be a team that just dumps in the offseason. Who knows?
Yeah.
And just tear it all down, start getting draft capital. But I think there's a lot more thirstier teams out there than what the Bears would be. Because in terms of their draft picks right now for next year, they really don't have a ton of ammunition. They just have the standard package right now. So I think it'd be tough to really make a splash that way.
Yeah. Agreed.
And, if we're going to stay in that theme, I think, kind of like we talked about with polls, the way that the Bears are set up right now and the youth that they have and the nucleus that you're building, I think they would rather take their chances in the draft.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Offense is set for how long? So these next 2, maybe 3 drafts are going to be heavy, heavy defense.
Yeah.
So
one more. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we could get a young pass rusher, elite pass rusher under a 4 or 5 year contract, watch out. This team will be dangerous for 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
And we talked about it before. So
I wanted to mention one more thing about Max Crosby is that with the compensation and the capital that it would take to get him in here, you'd have to look at our complete roster and see where we're at as a team and decide, are we a Max Crosby away from from domination? And it just sucks because we're just
not quite.
So close to not quite there. And I unfortunately feel like we're totally going to miss out on Crosby because, like you said, there's other teams out there who will be a bit closer, a bit more desperate, and have the capital to make that happen.
In
Thank you,
2
Vanessa. Thank you
years,
for the question. That was great.
yeah, in 2 years, we might revisit this question, right? In 2 years, we might be an edge away. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
right.
but yeah, the Raiders,
Gino's a dumpster
yeah,
dumpster fire.
I feel bad for Ashton Genty. I bet you falls asleep every night with a picture of a bear's head right here, kind of like that Wolverine picture.
Well, I mean,
But
that comes with being a high. You were the best running back in the draft. This is what happens, kiddo.
yeah,
Sorry, the
so,
Bears didn't get you.
yeah. Thank the Raiders for poaching you before because you probably could have been a bear.
Yeah, I wouldn't have doubted if he was there. We wouldn't have picked Colston. We would have probably went Genty.
Mm-hmm. So comparing, I just pulled up Genty's stats right now. 149 carries, 554 yards, 3.7 with 4 TDs.
That's sad. So Monungai's having a better season than him.
Yeah. And obviously his breakout game, we all remember it well.
Oh, yeah. I
21
vaguely remember that one.
Yeah, I do too. 21 carries for $138. The only time he's gone over 100 was against our beloved Bears.
I know. And I said that in our review of that game. I said that was his career game.
Yeah.
He's not going to beat those numbers all season.
Mm-hmm.
It's miserable. Just miserable.
God, I hate it when we're right sometimes. Damn it.
About the wrong things. You're just right about the wrong things. If you have something negative to say about the Bears, 85% of the time you're going to be right.
Right.
Oh, not anymore. That's changing.
Right.
Thankfully,
this
changing.
Yeah, we have the Ben Johnson effect that's starting to disseminate across the entire team.
It really is. It's permeating.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%, Christopher. The poor guy has zero offensive line and zero run game to really run behind either. Sometimes you can use the pass to set up the run. They don't set anything up. They don't even set the table half the time. So.
I know, and that's crazy because let's go back to the Matt Nagy days when the passing game was just horrid. They could always go back to the run game, and we'd be able to run Herbert and Montgomery and okay, well, we got a run game. The problem was Nagy would always go away from it and try to force some passing again. But yeah, for the Raiders to not even have a run game.
Yeah. I think the only time I can really recall the Bears this year getting away from the run game was in that Giants game a little bit. I think if we stuck with it a little bit longer, and I'm using the royal we here as if we're part of the Bears, but
we are.
Yeah, of course. We're true fans here, so if we stayed with it a little bit more, I think we could have maybe turned that game a little bit earlier, and then just kind of started to really take over that game. But in hindsight, the Iceman came in and took over anyway, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of his coming out party. Well, it was against the Giants. I don't care. Come out against whoever you want. So that really turned the national media around on our beloved Caleb. So, listen, man. You and I think, are on the same page. We had zero doubts even last year. 68 sacks. You and I both said, boy, I hope he stays healthy for year 2. And he did. And look at what's happening. And we're still only 10 games into this thing, into this marriage of Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
It's going to be a beautiful thing. I think for those people who don't think Caleb's going to get better and better, I don't know how to put this, but you're wrong. So
yeah, well, I mean, for anybody who's watched football for any amount of time, players get better. They get more familiar with the systems. Then, and so and we're watching it happen. This is not going to just out of nowhere just start going south.
Right. It's not the days of sitting there with Why are you bringing
This
up
is
old wounds like
is
this,
funny.
man?
Rashawn Salam was your best running back of all time. It's probably one of our biggest busts of all time.
I don't know.
But I get your point. I get your
right.
point.
Who
Oh,
was the
Curtis
guy out
Enos.
of Penn State? Curtis Enos.
Curtis Enos.
Thankfully,
blast from the past.
yeah. I don't feel like this is the Mitch Trubisky days where you're sitting there praying that he gets better, because those prayers were never answered.
No.
On a quarterback note, though, one of the hilarious things that I saw was the fact that Rex Grossman and Aaron Rodgers have played in the same amount of NFC championship games. I thought that was funny.
Ooh.
Or have won the same amount of NFC championships, not played in. Let me correct myself. So,
well, did you ever see that interview with Big Cat and Aaron Rodgers? Dude.
I've seen a bunch of it, but I didn't sit and watch the whole thing.
I mean, he was digging into Rodgers with stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was great.
So how do you feel to be mentioned with Rex Grossman? Yes.
Oh, sexy Rexy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm so glad those days are over. If you guys ever get bored, Google the Bears quarterback timeline, and they have a whole YouTube video starting with every quarterback and when they were with the Bears and how long. And you wait until it gets to the 90s, and you'll just, if you want a trip down memory lane, and let me tell you something, it's not going to be a pleasant trip, by the way.
I'm already like twitching.
It's what, Burris was in there for a few games. Glennon. We had
Stewart.
the Red Rifle, Cordell Stewart. Yeah, speaking of Rashawn Salam, right? From that old Colorado team. We got stuck with him for a season. I mean, some of these guys that we had. Rick Meyer. You really want to start?
Greasy?
Yeah. Yes. Brian Greasy. Elvis Gerbach. Yeah. Gerbach was a Michigan guy, but I think he made a stint with the Bears.
Didn't we have a Caleb Henny somewhere in there too?
Yeah. It was just
a parade of awfulness.
We were in quarterback purgatory for way too long, but
we're out of it. We're done. We're out.
The stairs leading upstairs have been lit up, and Caleb is slowly ascending us out of quarterback Cutler.
Yeah. I mean, Cutler has like all of our passing records.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, besides Eric Kramer.
Yeah. So, but speaking of Cutler, one of the guys that I follow and watch content from, he uses Smoking Jays as like
you watch like, Harrison?
Yeah.
Yeah, Smoking Jays of how many like if he hears a rumor like, oh, the Bears are going to trade for this guy. I think that's a little far-fetched. I give it a 1 Smoking Jay.
2 Smoking Jays. I was dying. Good for you, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Jay Cutler with the cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
What a shitty attitude on that guy.
Just, he was in the news for doing something stupid lately too, wasn't he?
He did, yeah.
DUI, maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So
dummy. You heard of Uber? We got Ubers now, okay? It's like not that complicated to not get a DUI. You have to try to get a DUI now these days.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure the NFL has something set up too where you don't even have to pay for those dang things anymore. So
I would assume so.
Yes. Yeah. So just like your mother told you, nothing good happens after midnight, right? So get home, get back in the house.
Oh man.
We're so far off track, man. How we reel this thing back in? Where were we?
I don't know. Yeah, we're going off on tangents here.
We're talking about Smoking Jays and everything else. So
let's talk about the benching of the first quarter of CeeDee Lamb and Pickens.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that. When when your season's already out the window, you could do stuff like that and it doesn't affect you. So why,
Shots fired.
why
Shots
not,
fired.
right? So you can get away with that stuff.
Oh, listen to Vanessa. It's what he was- He just said she said. He didn't say he
Right.
actually
I didn't say
did.
we listened. I might have had somebody who was telling on me if I was out past midnight, but let's not get into that. This is a football show.
Oh my god.
Uh, anyway,
Yeah. Hey, let's reel this in.
yeah, I don't even know where to pick back up. So, good show, by the way. Thank you guys for the comments. Really appreciate it. Gives us a little banter. I love it. So, I love it. Absolutely love it. So, where do we need? Do you think the Cowboys will sign Pickens? Yeah. Why would they trade for him if they weren't going to re-sign him? Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't they re-sign him after they traded for him?
He would know. He's the Dallas fan.
Yeah. Come on,
Maybe
man.
they didn't,
First, get
but
on the
usually
Google.
that's what you do. That's what we did with Montez Sweat. We traded for him, and then it was a couple weeks later, boom, signed him. Because you kind of have to have that. Usually, the player and their manager would already want that understood before the trade even goes down. Of like, hey, before you pull the trigger on this trade, you know you got to sign homeboy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to want a lot of money. He sure is.
Yep. And Jerry Jones, I'm going to let you in here. I'm going to let you in on a secret on our boy Jerry, right? Well, it's a good thing he's in his last year of his rookie contract, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't have gotten signed. So with the fact that he is in the last year, I think there was a recent case, if I remember, from right before the season started, of somebody going into their second to last year with Micah Parsons. You remember Micah Parsons? He was this like generational pass rushing talent that
stud, yeah,
that
rings
the Cowboys
a bell.
had.
The name rings a bell.
Look no further than that, my friend. Thank you, Jera, by the way, for letting him come to the NFC North. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys get everything that they deserve at this point. So, yeah. You
angry face.
Yeah. And I'm guessing he's angry at Jerry. Would be my guess. I don't know.
I would think so. Isn't Jerry Jones kind of like synonymous for Zeke?
Mm-hmm.
Dak. He gave Dak the huge runaround.
What about previous Hall of Famer Emmett Smith? Maybe. How many games did Emmett sit out when people didn't play, like sit out games? Yeah. He sat out for probably 4 or 5 at that point, and that was after they won the freaking Super Bowl. So you still wouldn't pay the guy.
So Jerry Jones has a track record.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're saying. So, you know what? I hope he lives until he's 125 and keeps that organization on the right track. So,
man, way to drop the ball on that Micah Parsons thing. I thought there was something to it, though, right? He had spinal something with his back. Was that the injury kind of holding him back from going? Yeah,
there was a disc thing. Yeah. But at the same point in time, supposedly the big thing between that is that, you know, Jerry, thinking it's the good old boys club, still had a backroom handshake deal. Come to find out that with these new players, a handshake don't mean shit.
Yeah.
So
no, right?
No. Yeah,
it don't.
Put it on paper with a bunch of zeros and a dollar sign there. That's what talks to me. Right. So that's just how it is these days. And I'm sorry, but how the hell in today's NFL do you not have all the appropriate people involved, like namely the guy's freaking agent, right? How the hell you try to do an end around on that guy? They get whatever comes to them. I hope I'm just going to keep my comments to myself.
You were. Hey, all right. All right.
Yeah.
This is a Bears show.
Yeah, right. So
Getting
they get
riled
what
up
they
over
deserve.
Dallas.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it does
So-
suck. I will say there is a little hint of animosity that I feel as well, because Dallas didn't close out that deal and sign the guy. Now he's in my fucking division,
Right.
fucking shit up. Thanks a lot, assholes.
And talk about dealing with the devil at that point. Tune in, watch our previous shows, bro. We talked about Roquan.
We did cover that. I
Yeah.
mean, look, for the price of Roquan, we got 2 linebackers
Yeah.
who do about the amount of work that Roquan did.
Do I miss Roquan? Absolutely. Did he leave this organization because they weren't necessarily a winner or whatever the case may be? 100%.
Yeah,
right?
part of it.
Front office, shit show. Gonna call it like it is. If Roquan Smith was still on his rookie deal coming into this, I guarantee you he would have re-upped already, seeing where this team is going and everything else. And not only would that have happened, if we're talking in the here and now right now, there's going to be people seeking out the Bears to come to him. And that, my friend, is when it's going to get really exciting. Right? We talked about it when we were talking about polls. This is a destination now. People want to get in on the ground floor of this because there will be sustained success with this regime.
Right.
We're seeing it already. 10 games in. Imagine 2 years in. Caleb Williams, year 4, year 5, year 10, because he's going to get signed. And I guarantee you he's going to get signed in year 4, not year 5. I guarantee that.
Oh yeah,
Take it to the bank.
They're not going to have to
No.
do his 5th-year option. They're going to sign his ass quick.
They sign him as soon as they can. It might still, by that time, it's probably going to cost them 60 to 70 million a year. And then in 3 years after that, we're going to sit back and be like, holy hell, the first quarterback signed for 100 million a year. That is not too far off in the future. Let's just hope that that's not Caleb. Let's hope we get him signed before it gets that pricey.
Yeah, that would be. I know we talked about that before as well. That'd be my aim. You want to try to jump out ahead of that and be like, here's a big ass contract. Will you sign it?
If you want to see how not to do it, just take a look at Dak Prescott, where we're on the topic of the Dallas Cowboys. That cost them $15 million a year because Jerry wanted to wait. Yep. Yeah. And now you're desperate, and now you overpaid.
And way overpaid.
And now you don't have Micah Parsons. Just throwing that out there. So, man, my blood's boiling tonight. Let's go. Let's go. But anyways, the Bears.
But back to the Bears though. That's kind of an exciting thing because I think we've already just Ben Johnson coming in was already able to bring in talent already just off his name at period. But now when they actually see like the plan developing and Caleb progressing, these next couple of years, Chicago will be a destination where players are going to want to go to.
Yeah, 100%. You get those veteran guys that still have, before their final contract coming, much like look at the free agents that we got this year with an unproven head coach,
right?
Dahlman, Jackson, Tooney traded for, right?
Yeah, Tooney, Zacchaeus,
Jarrett,
Jarrett,
Odangbo.
Yep.
Not that I want to bring his name up too much, but do we think that would have happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
With Flus?
Under the Flus?
If Flus was still here, no, nobody wanted to come here.
No.
With Flus.
No, nobody wanted anything to do with his hits principle or whatever either. So
his shits principle.
Yeah. Rearrange those letters a little bit, huh?
Mm-hmm. He took his shits principles to Dallas.
Yeah. The Flus is loose in Dallas. Good luck.
Woo. You're welcome, Dallas.
Yeah. You're welcome. So,
But yeah, this comment here, they're gonna put in a nail salon for him. No, he's got a place.
yeah. He must have missed our Dennis Rodman show too.
Yeah,
So,
we covered that too.
yeah.
The nails. These Zoomers, they're into fashion. That was Dennis Rodman was trailblazing for
Yeah.
these Zoomers today, and nobody questioned Dennis Rodman's manhood. Okay,
Mhm.
again,
Let's look at his tally sheet, huh?
yeah. Let's look at the
Carmen
bodies.
Electra,
His
Madonna.
Carmen Electra, Madonna. Okay, this guy was doing all right with those painted nails. So and
Keeping
nobody
it in,
cared
yeah.
either. Nobody
Keeping
cared.
it in the sports terms, let's just say he was hitting home runs, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Caleb gets so much hate. It's crazy.
Good.
It's crazy. And even like from Bears fans, supposed Bears fans. I've went on my rants about that too. If you're not rooting for Caleb, you're not a Bears fan. I'm sorry. You're not.
Fact.
You're not a Bears fan. Again, that whole Justin thing with the throws, that and just the way Caleb plays football. Was Justin doing any of this? No, he wasn't. So, and I think the Justin Fields experiment, I think we've all got the results. The results are in. Unfortunately, he sucks at NFL quarterbacking.
Yeah. When you get benched for Tyrod Taylor, it's time to really just take a big reflective look in the mirror, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Like you said, a quarterback, he is not.
No. The dude, he should convert to like a running back or something.
Yeah.
Wide
receiver, tight end.
Tight end would be good because kid's big, 6'3", 230. Yeah.
I bet you he can hold a clipboard like nobody's business. Not to rub this in at all, but I do believe I saw a stat with the fact that Justin Fields just got benched and CJ Stroud is out. There are 0 Ohio State quarterbacks starting in the NFL right now.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things that are just proving out. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, there's no good Ohio State quarterbacks." Stroud was like, "Oh, there's CJ." Well, that didn't age well.
No, not at all. Not after that first year.
And then Justin never even got to the heights that CJ did. So there's that.
Yeah.
So that we're back to 0, folks. We're back to 0 Ohio State quarterbacks.
And to think that some of us were actually questioning about letting Justin Fields go. How I don't even know how to put this. How bad was the state of our minds that we wanted to hold on to Justin Fields? And a lot of us were like, I don't know if this is a good decision.
Yeah.
Because the kid can make plays. It's just he never made plays with his arm. It was always with his leg.
Right.
So
right.
Maybe he should become a kicker.
or like in the Madden. Did you see the Madden trailer? They had him at kick returner.
Oh, there you go.
Do that.
Let's try him out at kicker. Bring him in for all you field honks. Let's bring him in to kick against Cairo. I bet you Cairo will still have trouble beating him. Just saying.
So we've got more Go Blue in the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Homer. In case you haven't figured that out, that's my sister. But
I knew. I just didn't know that she was a Michigan fan.
Well, of course.
I knew you were.
We got family up there, so
okay. All right.
Yeah,
no, makes sense.
I mean, plus she had such a good influence in the same home for so many years that how could you not be?
Yeah. Pat yourself on the back for that one. You're like,
yes, I will. Thank you very much.
And to Vanessa, you're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome.
That's excellent. Thank you guys for chatting. It's great. It's great for the algorithm. This is going to pump this video into a lot of people's recommended. So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button.
So, were you surprised a little bit that that game wasn't a little bit higher scoring?
Yes. By my prediction score, I was way off. I
Mhm.
thought it was going to be a much higher scoring affair. I think I had the Bears winning 30-27. Um, uh, and it turned out to be quite a low scoring game.
Yeah,
A bit of a
good old
defensive
fashioned
struggle.
slugfest. Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a lot of like again, both offenses were very clunky.
Hmm.
Guys were wide receivers dropping passes and just really bad quarterback play from 9. Uh, Caleb was sneakily okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very. If we want to call this a pedestrian type of game, I'm okay with saying that. Obviously, we talked about the drops before. That didn't help him, especially that burden pass. But at the same point in time, you know what I love about this offense? Absolutely love. We don't have to worry about our wide receivers winning one-on-one battles. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I mean, we got guys running wide open all the time. And that's how it was on his previous team as well. And the beauty of that is it's uncharted territory for us. I know we keep talking about the offense, and I feel like this is a complete 180 talking about the Bears, and we hardly talk about the defense. But uh, you know what? It's that's where we're at right now, man. This
Right.
offense is humming. We have so many explosive plays. Like we're almost spoiled at this point. 15, a 10 plus yard pass play was non-existent last year. We lead the league, I think, at 20 plus pass yard plays. With like, I think going into this game, we were close to 80.
Mhm.
Is that right? I don't know. Maybe I overstated that, but it's yeah. I I don't know, man. It's a good time to be a Bears fan. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Good. You gonna comment on the comment?
Well, we're a left tackle away, Chris. We're just a
Yep.
left tackle away from having that line awesome.
Mhm.
And so we're gonna have to wait another draft, maybe.
Yeah. So it's to see the explosive pass plays and to see that the run game is still a big part of that identity. The play action pass, one of the highest play action pass teams in the league, top two, I think, for most of the year. Haven't looked it up, but I'll have that ready for Sunday. It's to see how Ben Johnson has been able to transition Caleb to under center makes all the difference in the world. You look at some of these teams trying to run out a gun, Pittsburgh, I think, being one of them.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
It's
Look at the
hard. Yeah.
Bears over the last few years trying to run out a gun.
Yeah.
Under center, play action, the ability for this offensive line to just maul people, that's a beautiful thing. I can't remember speaking about an offensive line like this in quite some time. Last year, our offensive line was a complete dumpster fire, and that's fixed. It's a good time to be a Bears fan,
Yeah.
and it's a good time to be a lover of offense because here we go. Buckle up. Here we go.
Yeah. Ben, that again, the Ben Johnson, the
Mhm.
Ben Johnson effect. We're
The
going to
Ben
get
Johnson effect.
mugs, and
Yeah.
T-shirts. Yeah, everybody's using it. But that's absolutely it. You just gave the whole summary perfectly, man. I just
Mhm.
that on this under center stuff with Caleb has made a huge difference. For all the variation that you can do with it. I mean, you're talking off play action.
Mhm.
It's been amazing. There are stats out there. Also, something I'll look up as well for Sunday. But like we're running so much under center. Didn't we do that last show? Actually, didn't I look up the percentage of how much we're Caleb's under center? It's a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
And when you start to see the success of the offense and our offensive rankings, then you obviously can accredit that to Ben Johnson's offense being ran under center. It's just there's going to be so much copycats going on in terms of like Ben's offense. I'm actually kind of worried about coaches that we're going to lose in this offseason.
Speaking of that, I saw maybe on NFL.com, one of our former coaches is in the talk for one of the top 4 head coaching
No,
vacancies. Yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
OTB. Oh, yeah. Yep. So I couldn't believe it when I read the story. So he's currently the passing coordinator in New England. And obviously New England's having a great season.
Yeah.
Probably the cream of the crop in the AFC right now. Realistically, probably has the inside track to winning the number 1 seed in the AFC. Especially if Buffalo continues to throw up all over the game tonight. They're losing to Houston right now. Yeah. So there's a possibility that our former interim head coach might be coaching his own team next year.
Wow.
How crazy
Tommy
is that?
Brown, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, isn't that a bit risky? And I don't want to shit all over the guy. What I saw of him last year, I liked him. But this, like, one-hit wonders, okay? You did it for 1 year. Settle down.
Yeah.
Okay? Settle down. And I think teams that jump at that opportunity are probably going to learn a harsh lesson like we did with Matt Nagy. The guy wasn't ready. All right. He wasn't ready for the big show. Be a coordinator for like Ben Johnson did.
Yeah.
Be a coordinator for 3-4 years. Then we'll see how good your offense is. That's what makes me feel good about the hire here is because Ben Johnson had the top ranked offense for 3 years.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, now he's our head coach. Sweet. With Matt Nagy, we didn't know who the hell or what was he? He was a quarterback's coach. He didn't even offensive coordinator. Okay.
I believe wasn't he offensive coordinator for 1 year
Okay,
after that?
I think he had that title for 1 year. And the only game he called plays in was in the playoffs, and they lost.
Yeah.
That game that he called the plays.
And then Eric Bieniemy was in the same boat there. He was supposed to be the next big hot Andy Reid coaching prospect.
What happened there? Do you know what happened there? I was just talking to my cousin about this today, as a matter of fact. Right. He was like a head coaching candidate, like you said, the belle of the ball almost. And now he's our running backs coach. What happened?
So basically, as I understand it, especially with Bieniemy, is that people were afraid to give him the chance, and I think it was the Matt Nagy effect. Like, yes, he's under Andy Reid, but he hasn't called plays because Reid calls all the plays there. So he ended up leaving. I think he went to Washington after that to be their OC.
Yep.
That didn't go well. Then he goes and coaches in college. That didn't go the best.
Right.
And then he came back into the NFL with the Bears, I'm pretty sure. I think he was in college last year. So he's got to kind of cut his teeth again and get going. Selfishly, thank you for taking that path because it put you on the Bears staff this year.
I know.
And I think he's a hell of a coach, and he might be able to get a chance going forward if he still wants to. I don't know if he does. He might be getting a little long in the tooth, but who knows?
Possibly. I'm really hoping that Ben Johnson, before hiring his staff, maybe kind of like held them to like, hey guys, look, I really need you guys to be here for 2-3 years.
2-3 years, yeah.
Don't take any other jobs. I need you here. Because I keep hearing Declan Doyle too, right? So he's our OC. Like, oh, Declan Doyle's going to be the next hot thing. No. Why don't you let the kid mature a little bit? Let him learn under Ben Johnson's wing for a few years, and then let him go fly, birdie, fly.
Yeah.
But like to say he's going to be gone after the season, the kid hasn't done anything.
Listen, if somebody wants to give the guy a shot, do you think that he would leave this situation to be able to call play somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, because like you think about it, that's probably his dream. He
Yeah.
wants to have his own offense and call the plays and do all those fancy things. And given an opportunity, yeah, the kid probably jump at it. I would hope though that he would maybe, and depending how well he knows himself, because I don't know him good enough to know if he would be ready or not. I'm going to assume no. For him to go, nah, I'm just gonna I'm going to stay under Ben Johnson's wing for a little while, and then when I feel comfortable, I'll go ahead and go out. But I just really hope between Anton Randall, Al Harris, Bieniemy, Declan
Yeah.
Doyle, Dennis Allen. I need all you guys to stick here for 3 years,
Hmm.
please. What's going
Yeah.
on, Bills and KC? Yeah, they suck this year. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, they're past their time. They missed their window. Their window is shutting.
KC, I could see a little bit, right? But the Bills, man, Houston just scored again. They're up 23-16 with 17 seconds left in the third. I'm sorry if you're a Bills fan and you're listening and your team, they're 7-3. I happen to know of another team that's 7-3, by the way. If you can't beat the Texans with a backup quarterback, maybe the national narrative on them is something similar that we hear in Chicago. I don't know. But they have Josh Allen, so of course not.
Are they real? Are they for real?
Are they? Yeah.
Are they
for real?
defenders?
Who have they? What? They didn't even beat Miami twice in their division, right? Miami is not doing very well this year. So anyway, so for KC, yeah, KC, that breaks my heart. It really does. God, if they wanted to be legit, they had to beat Denver last week, and they just came up short, which is a shame because, truth be told, I'm a Kelsey fan. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to even ride off on a playoff sunset. I don't think. I think they're on the outside looking in. They're going to have to go on a run, and I just don't know if they can. They got to reload big time.
Yeah.
So their offense somewhat reloaded this year with the receivers and stuff, but they're in trouble, man. But at the same point in time, if we want to make parallels here, if the Bears go on a similar run, and I'm not going to say that the Bears are going to win 3 out of 4 Super Bowls or whatever they did, or go to 3 straight. If they, if they go once or twice and pick up a Super Bowl win in the next 5 to 8 years, this regime is a success, right? Yes. If they win in the next 2 to 3 years, do I want 3 more? You're damn right I do, right? But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's not put the cart before the horse here.
Yep. I agree, Chris. They had. I'm me personally. I'm done with Kansas City. You guys had a great run.
Yep.
Great job, you guys. You guys did all kinds of glorious things. What was it? 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
Did they right? So that's
That's
it.
the 3-peat. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go on.
Time to swing that back.
Yeah.
Swing that.
How about
back
the Bears? How about the Bears time? Because again, so us defending the Bears at 7-3. Again, scraping and clawing their way to a 7-3. Come hell or high water, find ways to come up with victories. Let's also go on a nice 10-year run, constantly in the playoffs, constantly in the NFC Championship. We'll be that team in somebody else's side, twisting the knife. How do you like it? Every year you make it to the championship game and we kick your ass. Because Caleb, to me, has a little bit of, there's a little Mahomes magic to this kid. He's
Agree.
got it. He has got it.
It. I 100% agree. He is that dude, ice in his veins. He's got it, like you said. Whatever cliche you want to do, and I tell you what, he was mic'd up. We talked about this too. The game before, the kid showing leadership too.
Mhm. Yep.
The last week, I don't know if you heard any of the Bayard mic'd up stuff, but very clear leader in the locker room, out on the field. We got some pretty strong voices on this team, and that's how you turn the culture around, man. And
Yeah.
the rudder ain't small on this turnaround, right? This ship is turning a little bit quicker than what we all thought.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see it, man, and I'm all for it.
Well, like you said too, like in that in the win against Minnesota, there's a snippet going around on Twitter of so that's it, the final whistle, and they're all going out onto the field. And as Caleb's trotting onto the field to say good game to everybody, he's shaking his head. And what that
Yeah.
tells me, reading his body language, is he knew not good enough.
Yeah.
Not good enough. Did we win? Yeah, but the shaking of the head's like, I'm not happy with this win.
Yep.
I'm not happy with this win. So to me, I'm like, yeah, we need that. We need
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
That's that killer instinct that Ben Johnson's. I mean, I'm sure the kid already did have killer instinct, but with Ben Johnson's nice little killer instinct that he has, infusing it into Caleb, yeah, this is great. And they, you know what, too, and they back each other up. So they had back-to-back press conferences this week where Ben Johnson was asked about 50-50 balls. Ben Johnson says, we don't do 50-50 balls. We don't do that. We throw to the wide. We throw to the wide open receiver. That's what we do. We really don't do 50-50 balls. So I was like, yeah, okay, good answer.
Great response, man. And he's right.
He's absolutely right. I mean, like a lot of his plays, there's dudes wide ass open. So yeah, what are you throwing 50-50 balls for? We got receivers and tight ends wide open on plays. Now, Caleb comes out a couple hours later for his press conference, and the media tried to test this theory out and asked him the same thing, 50-50 balls. And Caleb's like, yeah, we don't do 50-50 balls. I need to throw better balls to the wide open guys. That's what we do. He said something pretty smart, something about why would I give a defender that much percentage of a chance?
Right.
Pretty much. Like, so if it's a 50-50 ball, then that's too close to me throwing an interception and turning the ball over. So yeah, we don't do that. We don't do 50-50 balls. And I'm like, oh, this is you see the connection, you see the
unified
cohesion happening. Yes. And so, we got good things coming.
Yeah. Good things, baby. Good things. I agree with you. I saw that same snippet. I thought the exact same thing. Yes, he's gracious for the win. Yes, he knows he left a lot of plays out there. Yes, he knows he needs to be more consistent. Yes, he has a killer instinct, and I can't wait, man.
I know.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Because Caleb is going to be just as down as Ben Johnson is to put up 50 burgers every Sunday. That's what they're going to want. 50 burgers. And it's like, yes. Give me 50 burgers.
The next evolution of this offense, yes. When it goes from scoring 27 points a game to 35 on average.
Yeah.
And that's only one extra touchdown. And you think about what this offense has been doing in the last year, I see it. I see that as a possibility, 100%.
Yeah.
Think of all the drop touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to say, because you see that during each game every Sunday of, they missed one there. They missed one there. And when they start not missing those, those turn into 7 points.
Yeah. Now your 25-point victory or 25-point game turns into a 32 or a 35 or
mid-30s,
a 40. Yeah.
Or
100%.
40. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So a couple quick little topics before we get up out of here. Is the way that we're winning football games sustainable? Can we keep this up our last 7 games?
Did we present a strong enough case with time of possession, the run game, the offense, we didn't really even get into all the pieces getting ready to come back. We talked about it, that the defense is getting healthier. But Jalen Johnson, I wouldn't be shocked if he's out there this weekend.
I'm
Kyler
hoping.
Gordon, 21-day practice window's open.
Yeah.
Defense is getting healthier. With the players that we have back there, is this back seven, can it be elite? I'm leaning towards yes, right?
I mean, already they're not doing too shabby.
Yeah.
Well, turnover rates, anyways.
And we're on our third corner in CB2 right now.
Well, one,
Nation, right?
two,
No, we're on
three,
fourth
four.
corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nation is fourth string.
Yeah. Okay. Stevenson, CB2 going into the season, now CB1.
Yeah.
We get Jalen back. We get Gordon back. We still have CJ Gardner, TJ, and Edmonds.
Yep.
And
Byard's playing out of his mind. He
Yeah.
leads the league in interceptions.
We talked about.
Don't we have an interesting stat with the interception leaders?
That's right. As a matter of fact, we do. We have the interception leader on our team, do we not?
We do.
Okay.
How about the second leading?
Yeah, I was just thinking
interception
about
leader?
that. Who's the set? Oh, that's a Bear as well.
Oh,
Right?
What about the third interception leader?
I'm glad you asked because I happen to know. That is also one Chicago Bear as well.
Another Bear. Whoa. Holy bananas. The
Byard
top 3
with 5.
interception leaders in the league are all Bears.
Yeah. Not bad. Byard with 5, Edmonds and Wright with 4 apiece. And then there's some other scrub in Jacksonville who happened to get 4, but he got them early in the season. So we don't even know his name.
Yeah, that is something else, man.
Yeah.
That
But
is so
crazy, isn't it?
With Jalen coming back, Kyler Gordon coming back. Yeah, those interception numbers can keep going up.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what Dennis Allen does with Gordon, CJ, Jalen, Brisker, all these guys. That's a good problem to have when you got to figure it out. So and they're going to have to.
That's what he said in today's press conference.
Yeah.
He's like, when you got this many good players, I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
He's going to be, I tell you what, that he is going to be diabolical.
Yeah. Who knows, man? We might see Brisker down in the Sewell Cowboy collar playing linebacker at this point.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
You're right. Because Legion of Boom ran 3 safety defensive formations. We could easily do that.
Yeah.
And like you said, just bring Brisker up in the box. Woo!
Brisker, CJ, either one. Bring them both. Bring one, bring none. Have Kyler. Who knows, man? It's we'll see.
It's the only limitation will be Dennis Allen's imagination.
Imagination. Yes. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to wrap this up talking about our trip around the NFL from Sunday?
Oh God, yeah, let's do that. We'll wrap this all up, put a bow on top with our last week's around the NFL predictions.
Right. All right. So let's break it down like we did before. Let's go Washington, Miami.
Okay.
We were both on the Miami train and we were both right there. Okay.
Yep.
So good for us.
Good for us.
Carolina versus Atlanta. We both picked Carolina in this game. And due to an overtime win, we're both right.
Yep.
Bring it. Tampa Bay and Buffalo. So this is where you and I had a difference of opinion.
We split here.
And unfortunately, your opinion was better than mine. So Buffalo won. I took Tampa. Baker let me down. Thank you, Christopher. That's your guy. Let me down.
Yeah.
So,
Baker. Speaking of Baker.
All right. We had the Los Angeles Chargers versus Jacksonville.
Yeah, wow. Are we dead ass wrong about this one, huh?
Uh-huh. Justin Herbert, I'm sorry. I will send you some flowers and a get well card to the hospital of your choice because you will end up there. Moving on. Chicago versus Minnesota. lo and behold, you and I both got this game right.
Oh
Bear
yeah.
down.
Oh yeah. Bear down.
Go Bears. Okay. Green Bay versus New York. Jameis, buddy,
I know.
pal, you looked so good. You gave us so much hope.
Yeah.
And then you Jameised. Thanks.
Jameis gonna Jameis.
Jameis good. He wasn't eating W's that day.
That sucked too, because I know all game we kept texting in the chat the score of that game, and it was like, they're ahead. No, they're losing. They're ahead. No, they're losing. Oh my god.
But we did both, unfortunately, pick that team to the north, and we were both right.
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. What we failed to factor in is that Cincinnati was just going to lose their shit and fly off the handle. Like they're just done getting their ass beat week in and week out. So their receivers decided to start spitting on people and everything else.
Oh yeah.
We were both
right.
wrong. We both had Cincinnati. Pittsburgh kicked their ass. So
wow.
Thank you.
That's
Where was
right.
that offensive output against the Bears? Houston versus Tennessee. We both picked Houston. We both were right. San Fran versus Arizona. You picked San Francisco. I foolishly picked Arizona and watched them get trounced. So good job. San Francisco won.
All right.
Seattle versus the Los Angeles Rams. Maybe the best uniform of the week goes to the Rams. Those things were badass, man.
Yes, best uniforms of the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, nice uniforms, man.
Nice. That black with the blue highlight and that bright yellow horn. I was all for it.
Looks slick. Yeah.
Looking good. Play good. Look good, play good, right?
That's right.
So the Rams did. If I knew they had those uniforms, I would have changed my pick.
You would have changed your pick if you knew they were going with those unis.
But I went with Seattle, and I was wrong again. There's a kind of a theme here. Baltimore, Cleveland. This game was a lot closer than what it should have been, but Baltimore ended up prevailing. We both got that one. KC versus Denver. KC still had fleeced us by then. We both picked KC. We both were wrong. Oof. Denver won in the last second field goal.
Yeah.
Probably just put the dagger in the old Chiefs Kingdom's hearts there.
Yep.
Detroit versus Philly. Somebody didn't trust the alliance. And maybe, for the Eagles game, I have a thumbnail in mind about alliances. So we'll get to that when we get to the Philly game. Stay tuned, everybody. You picked Detroit. I picked Philly. Philly held strong in the alliance.
Thank you, Philly. Thank you.
Thank you, Beagles Alliance.
Yeah.
Dallas, Vegas. God, Vegas is so bad.
So bad.
Dallas wasn't much better, but, Vegas made Dallas look pretty good. So Dallas won. Puts us for the trip around the NFL. You came in at 10-4. I was 8-6. If we're keeping tally from here, you got a 2-game lead on me, my friend.
Ooh, all right.
So, not bad. If you're selecting our picks to gamble, first of all, don't. But if you
never gamble, kids.
We made you money. So my co-host here made you a few extra bucks or gummy bears than maybe what I had, but we're still a winner.
You're welcome. I'll what I'll end up doing is I'll start making graphics of our tallies of the how those picks went down.
Okay.
But yeah, don't gamble, kids. Starts problems and becomes a problem. If you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. There's always people on the phone on the horns waiting for phone calls if you need it.
Mm-hmm. All right, my friend.
Yeah, that was it. That was a great show. 30 of you in and out today. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notifications, and comment in the comment section. That helps put us in the algorithm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody. Once again, awesome show. Love these shows where we have a ton of comments. yes, we love going on tangents, and yes, we did, but we always find our way back to the tracks. So
That's right. All right, folks. Until Sunday morning.
bear down.
Peace.